What was your biggest takeaway from last night? Kings going there to get the win. Shorthanded Oklahoma City team. That's fine. It's not the Kings' problem. Kings playing without De'Aaron Fox. That is their problem. What stood out?
The fact that this team just has a glow right now. They got a glow.
Yeah.
Like they went out there
So
and they wasn't really messing around. Like they was up 11 early. They scored 44 in the first quarter without De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Like the pace that they were playing with last night. I was listening to the Kings beat and they were talking about how the Kings aren't as high as you would think in pace, considering they're right now the greatest offense of all time statistically. They're like 10, I think James was saying before. James Hammond, 3 o'clock. He was saying they're 10 before yesterday. And OKC plays like top 3 pace. So the Kings kind of matched that and played. But to me, without really knowing all those statistics going into it, it jumped off the screen in that first quarter. They were getting up the court. They were moving.
Yeah.
And the confidence to be able to do that.
That's it.
Without like, oh, De'Aaron's not here. Like,
yeah,
we're just going to keep doing what we do.
Yeah.
We talked about it, I think, yesterday. It's a culture. It's a system. Like, this is what we do. When De'Aaron gets back, we're going to do it even better. But with him out right now, it's cool. Davion, you know what it is. Push the ball up the floor. Yeah. Trey Lyles, you push the ball up the floor. Sabonis, get that rebound. Go. Let's go. Yeah. Keegan Murray now dribbling the ball, pushing the ball up the floor. I just love the confidence. This team has the glow. Like I said, man, they're going to do this thing. They're going to do this thing. And I don't want to, for the 4th straight day,
cart and horse. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that damn cart.
They might do this thing running away, bro.
Well,
they're playing that good. It's about how they're playing. They're playing that good right now. The confidence oozes. They ooze machismo, but they also ooze confidence off the screen.
Yeah, they it's about how they're playing. And when you talk about going away, you can also factor in the way that everybody else is playing. At this point, everybody said this was going to be difficult. Well, at this point, the other teams are beating the crap out of each other, as we'll lay out later. But the Kings took care of business against, no matter what flight issues they had, no matter what game plan they threw out. That first game after the All-Star break, Portland was a team that everybody said was going to contend for the playoffs or the play-in or an opportunity. That's what Dame likes to say, right? An opportunity to get into the tournament. So you can't rewrite history now. That's in fact what it was. And then you've got the classic against the Los Angeles Clippers, and you've got two games against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pretty sure the Thunder are on national television more than the Sacramento Kings are.
Come on, man.
The Thunder are a team. Oh, you got the darling Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I get it. Shai didn't play. The Oklahoma City Thunder were a team everybody was talking about coming out of the All-Star break. Hey, what type of confidence could they build if they grab a playing spot, even if they just get the opportunity to play in a playing game? What does that mean for them team? The team who's getting a high draft pick, who's getting Chet Holmgren next year, who's got all of these different assets that you could package. You'd already seen the storylines. At what point do the Thunder package all of these picks for a disgruntled superstar? Okay, calm down.
Yeah.
Kings came out and took care of business against all 4 of those, or 3 of those teams, all 4 of those games.
Handle business.
And now you've got a stretch coming up where people are going to, and I'll say it, irrationally look forward to Friday night's game.
I'm one of those people.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
That's all right.
We are looking for, hey, standings, 3 seed, get out my face. We got business to attend to. Everybody else who's not paying attention, I guarantee you, anybody, you got the screen in front of you. Friday, PTI, Tony and Mike, one of them on the quick little run through at the end. Kings Clippers tonight, over under 325 points. They're going to throw that bit out there for a callback to last week. And that's what people are going to be talking about. That's what NBA people are going to be talking about heading into that's like that game. Of course, it would mean they're talking about the Sacramento Kings, but a lot of whether they discuss that game might have to do with what the Clippers do on Thursday. Because if the Clippers lose again, they're 0-4 out the gate. That's going to make them a bigger story. Headed into that game against Sacramento.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna say right now, we got 2 days to get to that. But I want a madhouse on Friday.
Oh, I think you're getting
a madhouse. I don't like when when I would work with the kids at these basketball camps, we get them to work hard, and one of the camp instructors would be like, "Hey, you walk through the door, you got to take your cool jacket off. You're not cool. It's time to get grimy and all this other stuff." People going to the Golden One Center on Friday, take your cool jacket off when you walk through that door. It's time to. I want that place to be a madhouse on Friday night, and like you said, I think it's gonna be. I think it's going to be. I'm ready for that one. The Kings are coming back. The Kings have just started the second part of the season, 4-0. They went on a 3-game road trip, went 3-0. Mm-hmm. They're coming back home Friday. Let's give them what they deserve, man.
Yep.
Let's give them what they deserve. I cannot wait. I'm one of the irrational ones.
That's all right.
I am. I can't wait for Friday night, baby.
Well, I can't wait for Friday night because I want to see these two teams play again. And I want to see the Kings keep responding. They don't play again before then.
Mm-hmm.
That is the next game. The Clippers, and I'm catching people laughing at the Clippers, and like, that's cool. Like, they lost the double overtime game to the Kings, and I ain't trying to stall out the Clippers. I'm just saying, like, be careful.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost the first 3. I got you. And you mentioned the lazy takes on Russell Westbrook. It's cool. I peeped Russ's numbers, and I'll stay away from the points and assists because people just seem to gloss past that stuff now. So I'll give you percentages because everybody loves percentages.
Yeah.
Field goal, 3-point free throw. In the 3 games, he's 50, 40, and 100. Talk to me. They lost in double overtime to the Sacramento Kings. They lost in overtime to the Denver Nuggets, and they committed 4 million turnovers last night. They got to settle down. They got some things to correct. This is a difficult team that the Sacramento Kings are going to be taking on Friday.
Yep.
But I'm very thankful that the Clippers have the Warriors first, because if the Clippers are ultra motivated to get their first win, take it out on them.
Yeah. That's a big game.
That's a huge
big game on Thursday.
Absolutely.
I don't know what the tiebreaker situation. I know the Clippers just beat the Warriors like a week ago, and I'm not sure what happened before that, but that's a big game.
You talk about big games, talk about tiebreaker situations. Kings right now, 2-1 Clippers?
2-1 Kings.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I meant. 2-1 Kings.
Yeah, you could lock that up on Friday. You could lock that up. I was thinking about this today, and she's going to be here on Friday. Trista Crick, put that money down on the Kings to win the division. These boys are like right at the doorstep of winning the division.
She's getting paid.
That's crazy.
What's that look like right now?
That is crazy. I think
3.5. They got 3.5 on Phoenix.
Wow.
They got 3.5 on Phoenix, 4.5 on Golden State, and lost the Clippers.
Yeah.
They've blown the Lakers out the water. The Lakers aren't a discussion, except on ESPN. That's the only place they're discussing. And the most dangerous offense in the NBA, the Phoenix Suns.
Oh my God! Well, the Warriors' most dangerous offense as well.
So I'll give this to the Warriors because the two names that came up in that conversation were the Denver Nuggets and the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use I'll use the Will Z stat and the Kenny Caraway stat.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Caraway stat: Warriors are 2 points per game. Warriors are second. Offensive efficiency: Will Z stat. The Denver Nuggets are number 2. So whatever your metric is, those I'm fine with both of those. Phoenix right now is like 21st. They're like 16th, I think, in offensive rating and 21st in points per game. I can't remember the tweets out there.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, with Kevin Durant here. Okay, no, I get it. Like, KD's one of the most dangerous players. Where do you think these points are coming from? Like, is Kevin Durant just going to pull points out of the sky that weren't there before? Like, no, he's taking somebody else's. The team is going to have to adjust for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And hey, that's a fine adjustment if you ask me.
Absolutely.
Adjusting for Kevin Durant is fine. But Jason Jones's words were echoing in my head yesterday. Like, why do y'all care about this so much? I realize my issue now with what the Kings are doing is no longer the fact that you're ignoring the Sacramento Kings. It's the fact that you're bad at your job.
Being incompetent.
That's my issue. It's like people turn to you. It's like you were saying you were listening to I think it was the Hoop Collective, and they were talking about that final play with Malik Monk hitting the threes in regulation against the Clippers. The way they broke that down was completely wrong.
It's wrong, incompetent.
Well, how many people were listening to that didn't see that?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you recite to your friends when you go to the barbershop, which you heard on the Hoop Collective, which is just wrong information.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem.
Yep.
Is that you're just continuously barfing up the same names, the same teams, and the same tired statistics, despite the fact it's not relevant to the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem. Y'all want to sleep on the Kings? Sleep on them.
So be it.
Sleep
so
on them.
be it. That ain't.
But y'all sound goofy.
Yeah,
I just want y'all to know y'all
sleep
sound goofy.
or they're awake or whatever, Kings gonna keep winning games, and they're gonna keep putting up 120 on people's head. And when they put up 120, 130, you can't beat them. That happens every time. Mm-hmm. It happens every time. So they can keep doing that. The frustration is,
can't wait till the story comes out. The Lakers know if they get the Kings, all they got to do is score 136 points. They might get a win. That's all they got to do.
Look, and they're gonna be like, the Kings, when scoring 130 or more, are 17-1 this year. You know the one.
You know the one.
It was the Lakers.
They're going Paul Heyman. We're the one in 17-1.